Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Jones versus Houston.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Stay tuned because this video will blow your mind. Today's case is one of these cases about young love and pregnancy.
Well, Your Honor, he was so immature that I had to break it off with him a week before prom. He let everybody in his ear. He doesn't have a brain for himself.
Were you boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
In high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Houston, do you think for yourself?
No.
You don't? Who thinks for you?
Yes, you do, honey.
This guy does not think for himself and does not act as a full-grown man. Every decision that he takes is majorly made by his family. So because of that, she couldn't continue.
His family had him believe that I was the one who was cheating on him. And it was mainly you and your husband.
You're right, because me and my daughter were catching text messages coming through your phone.
What text messages?
You were answering
what text
your phone.
messages?
The one about the gentleman asking about, did y'all have a good time last night?
It was.
Mama is accusing this lady of cheating in the relationship because come to think of it, first of all, what's this woman's problem with interfering so much in the son's relationship? Like the boy has nothing to say that much, but the mom says everything as if she was the one in the relationship.
I don't know why they got there.
When you two were dating, were you dating anyone else?
No, I was with him. I was faithful to him.
So you broke up around prom, the time right before prom?
A week before prom.
When did you find out you were pregnant?
I found out June 3rd that I was pregnant. I told him when I was 8 months because I had
told him when you were 8 months?
Yes.
By her calculations, she knew it was the boy's child she was carrying, but she couldn't just tell the family because she was avoiding drama. Even though I understand that situation, but for my own opinion, I think she would have mentioned this earlier before then. So now, this is a dragging between she and the mom, arguing and stating why it was not proper for her to give such information at 8 months, and adding to the fact that gave them the major reason to doubt the paternity of the child.
Was the girl pregnant?
Yeah, she didn't tell me until she found out she was pregnant.
Yes, Your Honor, that's how it happened.
The family also thought that this lady is putting up this story because she's jealous to know that the guy is with another lady and has a child for him.
Just psychologically.
And you 18 years old.
Dating her.
With 2 girls pregnant at the same time.
The dragging between the mother and the ex-girlfriend continued endlessly until the judge had to call them to order.
They were the ones who would one at a time. I can't hear you all when you're talking at the same time.
That's why I told my daughter to stop reaching out to Mr. Houston and his mother because she don't have enough sense to teach her son with respect anyway.
They're very
and
disrespectful.
To take care of his
they was disrespectful the whole time.
So why would she want to deal with him?
They were disrespectful the whole time.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Probably going to be like some denial. So I offered the DNA test. And then the mom was like,
So why did the coworker say somebody else was the baby daddy?
What coworker?
The manager said.
The manager.
The manager
Your
said,
Honor,
oh, you're one
Your
of the
Honor.
guys that she's claiming to be her baby daddy.
Your Honor.
The manager
Wait, what's
told-
the story? Your Honor, what is they talking about?
Miss Hasty worked at one of the managers came in and saw Mr. Houston or my son and said that, is that one of the guys that Miss Jones is claiming to be her baby's father because I guess he's one of the few.
He said there were multiple men she was claiming were potential fathers? Yes. I'd like to hear from your witness. Stand, ma'am. And state your name.
Savannah Hasty.
Miss Hasty, you are now Mr. Houston's
girlfriend.
And you also have a child together?
Yes.
Okay. When you were working, a coworker told you something about Miss Jones. Am I correct?
My manager did.
What did they say?
He seen Nigel come in and he said, is this the dude that dated Nakisha? And I said, yeah, that's him. And he was like, the dude told me and that's over there stalking, and he pointed him out to me and was like that she told him that he was the father of her child too.
At this point, the judge was wondering how a man would just stand up and say something like that from nowhere. But also, personally, I think this is a cooked up story because come to think of it, what?
Why would the store manager just come out of the blue and say something like that? Ms. Houston, you just made a very strong allegation. You said that it's not about the timing, it's about the multiple men you were sleeping with.
Yes, ma'am.
What other evidence do you have that would suggest that Ms. Jones was sleeping with more than one person?
Mama just gave her evidence now, and she said when she broke up with her son, that she went on with another guy to prom, and then they saw her in the car answering the call with this same gentleman.
Mr. Houston, have you played any role in Lyric's life thus far? None. Have you seen him?
No.
You've never seen him?
She won't allow us.
They never tried. One family.
The judge asked if the lady allows the family to see this child, and the lady said they've never even made an attempt to come see the child. But on the other hand, the family are saying they've made different attempts, but still to no avail.
Your Honor, this wouldn't be happening if he wasn't trying to get me pregnant. He admitted to it, so he wanted a baby.
Well, news flash for you, sweetie. Someone can't get you pregnant if you protect yourself.
The lady was about putting all the blame on just the guy, but the judge, in her wisdom and in her understanding, made her know that she had a huge role she played in this by allowing herself to get pregnant.
Yes.
So you've been there for this baby?
Yes.
But not for Lyric?
No. Because I don't know if that's mine or not.
And Ms. Jones,
So
that's the basis of your suit and why you're suing.
The guy admitted that he has always been there for the child of the other lady, but have never been there for the child of the ex-girlfriend. So therefore, because of that, the ex-girlfriend is suing him because she has been doing all expenses on her own.
There's food, toiletries, toys, books, totaling $2,819 and furniture. Yes, of course, we need that. Crib, etc. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You've not gotten one dime of support from Mr. Houston.
No, ma'am.
You admittedly haven't sent any money. Do you have a job?
No. I go to school.
The judge was not happy to hear this shocking revelation, to know that this guy does not have a job, but he has 2 ladies that are pregnant and have kids for him. How on earth is he going to take care of this?
How do you think you cannot have a job?
It's what?
How do you, what?
I couldn't hear you.
No, it's called excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am?
See, we're going to get it right in here today. I don't know who's teaching you, but I'm going to give you a lesson.
I'm teaching them.
Well, you're not. Because when I say something, the answer's not what. The answer's not what.
Okay.
You didn't teach him.
Oh,
You didn't
I
teach
did.
him correctly. But I am going to today, because what he's not going to do is stand in this courtroom and potentially have 2 children at 18 years of age.
Well, maybe if he was...
No. Maybe if he was required to get a job, he would have one. Maybe if someone taught him that when you... No, honey. You can get your education and work. I've been working since I'm 13 years old. Hold on. No. Now we're going to go to school on both levels, because I let you do the talking.
Okay.
It is important for him to get his education.
Right.
But if he is going to continually sleep with women unprotected and make children in the world, he's got to have a job. Oh, hold on. I started working when I was 13 years old and been working ever since. That baby is how old, Miss Hasty?
6 weeks.
So how do you take care of the baby?
I work.
How is it you think you can't have a job?
I ain't said I couldn't have a job.
Why don't you have one?
I don't know.
Are you applying?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And the results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Jones versus Houston, when it comes to 6-month-old Sinclair Lyric, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Houston, you are the father.